Heather again, and today I'm bringing you a wig by Estetica called Orchid. Orchid's pretty popular, and it's easy to see why. It's got these beautiful, free-flowing, layered waves that are just extremely attractive. The color that I'm showing Orchid in today is one of my favorites in the Estetica line. It's RT330RT4, which is a rooted shade. It has medium brown roots, not too dark, and it's kind of an ombre dye pattern. It's very subtle, but it does go from a medium brown, or like a lightish medium brown, down to a fiery but natural looking copper, which is very, very beautiful. And you can get a hint of that in this video. It's very pretty, and there are strawberry blonde highlights throughout the color, especially towards the front and the top layer in the back. Right now I have this all combed forward, so you can kind of see what it looks like when you do that. It's very pretty. It's got these layers that kind of frame the face. This particular wig has a standard cap with a monofilament part, and it does have a ready-to-wear lace front, and I will show you the cap in just a moment. I'll take it off and actually show you what it looks like. But I wanted to show you what this looks like on, especially in such a beautiful, just beautiful color. I'm at a loss for words to describe this color, but it's one of my favorites, and it looks just as beautiful in short wigs as it does in long wigs. It's just a gorgeous gradient shade from Estetica. So this is what Orchid looks like from the side. Now please keep in mind, just like long human hair, long wigs require a little bit more maintenance. So if you decide to wear a long wig full time, you may want to invest in a wig brush or comb in a travel size, so that way you can carry it with you to gently brush out the hair as you proceed throughout the day. And this is what she looks like in the back. I'll adjust the camera a little bit. As you can see, it's very, very pretty. And it's pretty versatile. You can do a lot with this wig. You can put it in a side pony, maybe have some layers coming off on the side there. You can pull it all back. The layers in the front are long enough that you can have a very low ponytail if you like. It's very, very, very pretty. So I'm going to take her off so you can take a look at what the cap looks like. Now it's hard to see the mono part when I demo it, and that's just because I wear, as you can see now, a dark wig cap pretty much under all my wigs that aren't blonde. Just adjust it a little bit here. Okay. So this is what Orchid looks like when she's flipped inside out. You can see the flower top, and off to the side, the monofilament mesh lace that leads up to the hairline. It is pre-cut, does not need to be trimmed unless you want to trim it. And there are hairs individually sewn into the lace to give it the appearance of a realistic human hairline. It is open wefted throughout the back and sides. And that keeps the wig lightweight and makes it a little bit more breathable. There is plenty of hair on Orchid to prevent the wefts from showing through. So I know in some wigs, it's kind of scary when the wind blows. You're always wondering, oh, can people see the wefting? This has plenty of hair, so that shouldn't be a problem. And I've only had a very small amount of shedding, which is to be expected when you've got so much hair, but it's definitely nice. And here you can see the beautiful layers, and note that fiery copper color. I'll show it compared to the top of the wig. You can really see the difference. It's very subtle, in reality, but when you actually compare the top of the wig to the bottom, you can really see the difference. And here's what she looks like on the top. You can kind of see those beautiful strawberry blonde highlights. Very, very, very pretty wig. Beautiful, soft, wavy layers at the bottom. And now I'm going to put her on one more time, just so you can see how easy it is to put this wig on. Oh, and one more thing I'd like to point out. As I may have mentioned in other videos, Estetica caps are very forgiving if you have a larger cap size. They have these very nice long elastic bands that are highly adjustable. You can tighten it up as much as you need to, and they have these bands on both sides. So if you let it out all the way, it will very easily accommodate a large cap size. So keep that in mind. The Renee of Paris, Noriko, Amore wigs, Raquel Welch even tend to run a little bit on the smaller side. Estetica and Envy tend to run a little bit bigger. And though they're all adjustable and they all say they come in average cap sizes, it's good to keep that in mind, because if you need something that's a little bit more forgiving, this might be the brand for you. And the wigs are beautiful. The fiber is not quite as shiny or silky as the Renee of Paris hair or even the Envy hair. It's a little bit drier, but that makes it look more natural, and that's pretty much the point. In fact, this particular wig is from their Natural collection, which is supposed to have a very natural appearance, so no one will know that you're wearing a wig. Like I said, you may want to carry a wig brush with you and just kind of gently brush her out just a little bit. You always want to be very, very careful when you're brushing your wigs not to pull the hairs, especially on synthetic wigs, because, I mean, the obvious reason is that if you yank the hair out, it won't grow back. But another reason is with synthetic fibers, you have to remember that they're made of, well, like nylon-like materials that will stretch if you stretch them. So just make sure that you are very gentle when you brush them out. You can kind of fluff her up a little bit. And now she's ready.